Hi folks, today I talk about New Year resolutions. More than 50% of the global population make New Year resolutions. And at the end of the first or second month, most of us find that we are not doing good, we are not doing justice to our resolutions. Or we just fail to implement our resolutions to our satisfaction. Why it happens? The first reason is the force of habit. Suppose I make a resolution to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And up until now, I get up at 7 o'clock in the morning. So 2 hours earlier I need to get up. My mind and my body have been programmed up until now to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning. And now because of this resolution, I cannot get up at 5 o'clock in the morning all of a sudden. That is the force of habit. And we need to look into this force which is against our such resolutions, and we need to understand that. That's the first thing. So this is one of the reasons why many of our resolutions fail. The second thing is that we are not specific about our goals. Suppose I have a goal, a New Year resolution, that I need to be healthier next year. It is an abstract goal. Instead of that general goal, we need to have small measurable decisions like I'm going to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to do some exercise in the morning, I am going to be careful about my diet, I am going to add fruits and vegetables and this whole grain stuff to my diet, and I am going to monitor my emotions like fear or anger or anxiety, like that. If such small specific goals are there, it is easy for our mind to understand it and to implement it. So we need to be specific about our goals. Instead of having a goal like I need to be happier next year, we need to understand what things will bring happiness to us, and we have to include those things in our goals, those specific things in our goals, and try to do those things and fetch happiness to our life. And the next thing is that we don't measure our goals, our resolutions, or the progress of the implementation of our resolutions. So we need to measure, we need to assess, we need to review how much progress we have made after the first month or second month or third month, or at the end of 6 months or at the end of 9 months, like that. We need to measure it. And if our progress is not good enough, we need to make certain changes. Instead of feeling guilty, we need to forgive ourselves if we cannot stick to our resolution. And if our progress is more than what we have planned, then we can reward ourselves. We can go for a tour. We can give such incentives to ourselves, and that will encourage our journey to our goals. And the next thing is that we have too many goals, too many resolutions, which is also unproductive. We need to have only a handful of resolutions, maybe 3 or maximum 5. Beyond 5, we cannot implement them completely. We cannot assess them. We cannot take care of them. We cannot review them properly. So we need to have only a handful of resolutions so that we can take care of them, and we can formulate plans to stick to them, and we can implement them successfully, and we can win in implementing our resolutions. So the things we need to do is we need to understand our force of habit. See, when I talk about the force of habit, we need to understand how our brain and body works, how they are related. When we do a thing repeatedly for a very long period of time, certain thinking patterns are formed or certain doing patterns are formed. Some neural pathways are etched in our brain. So that's the first thing that will be taking place. Suppose I get up at 7 o'clock in the morning for 2 years, every day. This is the time I get up at 7 o'clock in the morning. What happens? Certain neural pathways are etched in my brain, so that I do not even think about getting up at 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock. And my body also follow what the brain says, or what my thinking pattern says, and my body is incapable of getting up at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, because it is trained to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning. So we need to understand the force of habit, and we need to make these resolutions in such a way that we can make small progress step by step, and eventually, maybe at the end of 1 year, we will be able to replace our old habits by new habits. There is replacement of habits. So we need to be realistic, and we need to review our goals, and we need to forgive ourselves for our slips, and we need to reward ourselves for our success, and we need only a handful of goals, and we need to have specific goals. So I think that is the recipe for successful implementation of the resolutions, and by the end of next year, I hope we all will be happier, because we have made good decisions, and we are going to make good reviews, and we are going to bring happiness and quality and peace to our life next year. Bye.